Before I start tonight's desk and book, I would like to show my gold medal in dragon stick demonstration. Tonight we are going to go on an adventure with Captain Jack Sparrow. This is the first edition. I bought it in 2006. Let's read a few pages. The moon rose high above a dark ocean. The quiet sounds of the sea, blowing wind, lapping waves, and cracking lines filled the night with an eerie symphony. On the walls of a stone prison that overlooked the scene, a flock of crows alighted. The moonlit night was made even eerier by the grunts, moans, and rattling of chains of captive prisoners. A pair of guards dragged the prisoner in through the tower's stone doorway. The passage was clearly the way into the prison. The way out was very different indeed, as a number of unfortunate captives were about to learn. More guards, carrying 6 wooden coffins, made their way to a wall on the prison's seaward side. With a quick condemnation, they shoved each of the coffins off the wall, allowing them to plummet down and splash into the hungry sea below. The coffins bobbed to the surface, and the tide began to carry them out like a fleet of haunted vessels. 2 of the pine boxes sailed lower than the rest and began to sink slowly into the Black Sea. One of the crows flew down from the prison wall, landing on a coffin. Peck, 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 peck. He began to tap away at the wood. Peck, peck, peck. The repetitive peck, 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 peck was just another sound to fill the shadowy night. Peck, peck, peck. It was also extremely annoying. The person inside the coffin that the bird had chosen agreed. Peck, 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 peck. Suddenly, a gunshot was fired from inside the coffin that sent the bird blasting off in a cloud of feathers. An arm reached through the newly formed hole, found the latch that held the coffin closed, and swung the lid open. Captain Jack Sparrow, the wiliest pirate ever to sail the high seas, quickly emerged and looked around. He was wearing his usual get-up, well-worn clothing, knee-high boots, and his signature red bandana. His gold tooth gleamed in the moonlight. Jack didn't seem concerned with his situation at first. Then his eyes grew wide, and he began frantically searching the coffin. After a moment filled with high anxiety, he finally found what he thought he might have lost: his hat. With it placed firmly on his head at a smart angle, Jack was once again relaxed. He bowed his head, crossed himself, and reached down into the coffin one more time. "Sorry, mate," he said as he pulled and tugged until snap! He plucked off the leg bone of his coffin mate. "Necessity is a mother," he noted with a grin. He used the bone for an oar and rowed toward the moonlit hull of his ship, the Black Pearl. She was patiently waiting for him, out in the still water, covered by the dark of night. Gibbs, an old salt and a fine pirate, was waiting on the Pearl's deck for Jack's return. "Not quite according to plan?" Gibbs questioned, staring at Jack, who sat rowing a coffin with a leg bone in his hands. Gibbs helped his captain aboard. Complications arose, Jack said, tossing the leg bone overboard. But I found, if you ask right, there's always someone willing to give a leg up. Gibbs looked over the side of the ship at the one-legged skeleton. Not in my experience. That's it. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest.